Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Enrico from Conductive Music, presenting to you for the very first time our musical video game summer school. This is just a quick tester to show you what kind of atmospheres you can expect when you join our school. Don't forget, the tickets are available on Eventbrite, so click on the link in the description on this post. However, if you guys are from Cheshire East, from Cornwall, or from Havering, you guys are super duper lucky. You can send us an email for your free ticket because the Music Education Hub in your area has funded all of the places for you. So don't forget, okay? I repeat, you can see it on the titles underneath, but if you are from Cheshire East, from Cornwall, or from Havering, you guys can email us and we'll send you the free ticket for this school. So the summer school, this is a quite unique thing. Many will provide you with instructions on how to make video games, that's for sure, but none can make music and video games at the same time. So we have planned 5 days, 5 workshops, 90 minutes each, that's 90, in which we can start making some block codes together, familiarize ourselves with the sprites, what's an if statement, what are the conditionals, what's a variable, what's an array, and so forth, and create very interesting musical interactions. Yes, because we're gonna recreate the usual video game experiences, but they will all have a musical twist. So you guys will be in charge of the composition, of how the instruments work. We can also do a little bit of polyphony, which is great. And of course, you can follow us by using your laptop or by using a tablet. You can also try on the phone. Everything works because it's just on a website. But bear in mind that it's going to be quite tiny. So, be prepared if you're using a phone. We suggest for the best experience to use an external screen. Because all of these experiences are on Zoom, you can put us on the smaller screen and you can keep the bigger screen for your study, for your code. And obviously, guys, there's no need to buy anything else. I'm sure you can connect to your TV or maybe another computer screen or something like that. If you do not have access to it, it's not a problem at all because you can always keep us at the side of the screen. So all of the codes that we create are going to be created on Microsoft Arcade, which is part of the Make Code platform. It's free. It's a block-based coding, and in case you're not familiar, that is pretty much like Scratch, which is that software with the orange cat where you can put all of the blocks and create very, very many different things. This one is specific for creating arcade style, in other words, the vintage style. Something like Undertale, perhaps, you might be familiar with. But obviously, you can design everything from the music to the sprites, that means the characters, to the backgrounds, to everything that happens. And we really like working with this platform because you can achieve a result in 5 minutes, or you can go on forever for 5 months. All right. So you guys, once you follow all of this school for the 5 days, if you complete all of the tasks, you'll be asked to submit your code just through a very simple Google form at the end. And if we've seen that you've done your task correctly and obviously creatively, because we're never going to tell you what to do. We're going to teach you how to do stuff, but the way you develop, it's your own choice, okay? So if you get to create all these things, submit, and everything is successful, you also get the Conductive Music Level 1 certification, which is pretty awesome, guys. So we look forward to hosting you on the summer school this year. So let's see what sort of code we should expect. Okay. This is the Make Code platform, and inside we have selected the arcade. If you use something else, for example the microbit or the circuit playground, or perhaps even the Minecraft modding, you'll be quite familiar with this. It's pretty much the same. All the knowledge is transferable. So the first time, this is going to be quite empty. The Space Olin is the one that you saw earlier on the advertisement. It feels a bit lonely, but don't worry, by the end of the week, you're going to have like hundreds of these, I'm sure. At every stage, in case you're wondering, you can save these projects. Well, actually, they save automatically, but you can copy the link, send them to us, and even during the lesson, we can give you some feedback, because it's going to be pretty awesome. There's going to be 2 of us, at least, if not even 3 teachers on the call, so we can give you direct feedback and you can always see what's going on. So first things first, I'm gonna create a new project, and then I'm just gonna call it the Musical Video Game Summer School. All right, here we go. And let's take a quick look at the interface. We got a fabulous Game Boy looking arcade, vintage, call it whatever you like, machine here. With some commands, we're gonna get familiar with this. It's just like starting and stopping the code, muting it. We're gonna do a lot of music, so we're gonna have to mute it. Take a screenshot, share it with the others, and then go even full screen. It's pretty awesome, okay? So everything will work off the browser. However, if you guys want, there is also a physical device, many actually, which can be seen through this one. So choose hardware. You see there's quite a lot that you can get your hands on. But to be honest, for today, for this school, we're just gonna use the website, so you don't have to spend any money at all, okay? So here's the menu, which is like the menu of a restaurant. You click on any of these families and then some sub-menus will appear. And then of course there's some advanced functionalities, some expansion things. It's pretty much an endless thing. I suggest learning a few, maybe 5 or 6 different code blocks, as if you were learning a new language. You learn 5 or 6 new words every day, and guys, in a week you're already proficient. Maybe not in a human language, but in a coding language it should be enough. So let me get it started with a very simple avatar, so a sprite, which is obviously under sprite. We set it up, and my name, guys, just so we introduce each other, is Enrico, so I'm gonna call it Enrico, all right? And I need to choose what Enrico looks like, so here you go. You can paint it, of course. I'm sorry, I'm quite terrible at painting, or, just for the sake of speed, you can click on the gallery and grab quite a lot of these things, all right? There's quite a lot of pre-made ones, but I'm sure by the end of the day, at the end of the week, you'll make quite a lot of different things. I would like to be the snail today, I think. Yeah, let's go for it. And here's the character, and it pops up in the middle of the screen, you see? It's just there, but if I move anything, nothing is happening at the moment. Remember, computers are not intelligent. You are the intelligent one, guys. So you are in charge. You need to tell the computer what to do. The computer will be always asking, what next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What shall I do? What shall I do? And you should provide some information there. So here it comes. We need to connect the controller, right? So here you go, controller. I'm gonna just select my sprite with buttons and make sure, obviously, that you coordinate the variables. So if my sprite was called Enrico, well then I need to connect it here, don't I? And now it's gonna be happy if I go back to the full screen and use my joystick. Oh, the snail is moving. Awesome, isn't it? Cool? Fabulous. Let's create a little bit of an interactive thing. So the simplest thing we can do is create another sprite. We zoom out a little bit so you guys can see better. Here you go. And we're gonna call this the note C. So I'm gonna rename it into C. And I'm gonna draw it. I'm changing a little bit the shape because I want it to be like, actually, no. Let's keep it as a square. Here we go. And the square is right in the middle of my screen here. Fantastic, yeah? Let's get another soundtrack for us today. There we go. I need to move it a little bit. So I'm gonna go to position. And we're going to be talking about coordinates here as well. So the X here is the horizontal part, whilst the Y is the vertical part. Remember one thing, that if you guys have studied maths, normally we have 0, 0 in exactly the middle, right? In video games, unfortunately not. It's a bit different. We always start top left. Remember this, it's pretty much like... I would say like a text, so we start from the top left, at least in English, of writing, and then we can write all the way through. Now, I've noticed that square is a little bit tiny, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. You see the coordinates down here, 4 times bigger, so 32, 32. Fill up the rest of the space, and here we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna move it a little bit to another side. And here you go, it's quite big, it's there, maybe I need to bring it in a little bit more. Okay, so now if I go over the red square with my snail, actually under at the moment, nothing happens. But here's what we can do, guys. If I do a forever block and I add a if statement, this is one of the things that we're going to be learning. What I can do is click on if my sprite touches that block, which is under the overlaps. Don't worry, we're going to go through these things in detail. I'm just going to quickly go over it. Yeah, so if my sprite, which is called today, is called Enrico, goes over another sprite which is called C in this case, we want to do something. What is this something? Well, we want to do some music. So here we go. You ready? So this is it. Now if I've done everything correctly, I sure hope so, there you go. You can hear that, right? Now, it also creates a loop because for as long as my snail is on top of it, it will keep repeating that note. So listen. That's it, right? It's repeating. If I wanted to make a composition, I can just start grabbing more of these, right? So let's just get an eerie C minor. We're gonna go over quite a few of musical skills here, okay? But don't worry, if you know nothing about music, that's absolutely fine because we're not gonna give anything for granted. Now we've got 3 notes, don't we? 1, 2, and a 3. So let me go back to that red square and see what the red square sounds like. That's not bad, okay? So here we go, we've got the first interaction. Now imagine transforming your entire screen here into some sort of chessboard where each color is a different note or a series of notes or an arpeggio. That's gonna be pretty awesome, isn't it? So as I mentioned before, this is all happening on a screen. However, if you like to be more advanced and create the code, then you can transfer to the Meow bit, which is our hardware of choice. You can download your code. You see, I've just clicked on download. And I'm now gonna switch on my Meow bit. So let me share it with you guys. And here it comes. So just gonna turn it on. Okay, so you see, it's asking for a little bit of a file. So all I'm doing now on my computer is I'm grabbing the file that we just seen from my download and I'm bringing it into the arcade. It looks pretty much like a pen drive, okay? It's nothing different. And in a second, there you go. You see, it's loaded. Can you see it? It's a bit dark, but I'm sure you can make up the shape of the little snail and the square. So if I go over it now with my controller, I should be able to hear some sounds. Let's see if it's true. Can you hear, guys? I know it's a bit faint. All right. Okay, fabulous. So this was a quick introduction to our summer school. So thank you very much for your time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And sorry, there we go. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to email us. The address is going to go under in a second. It's info@conductingmusic.uk. Don't forget, grab your ticket before they run out. We just have a handful, actually. We're doing pretty well at the moment, but we're going to start on the 27th of July for the entire week. So that's 5 days, okay? 90 minutes per day. And don't forget, if you guys are from Cheshire East, from Cornwall, or from Havering, your Music Education Hub has sponsored the sessions for you, so you guys can get it for free. So just do email us and we will send you a different form in which you can enroll. Okay, I repeat, this is for those on Cheshire East, Cornwall and Havering. For the others, don't worry, because we normally charge £120 for this school. However, you get it only for 30. It's pretty much nothing for the entire week. You get to ask as many questions as you like. You can share your links. And also, if you need to use different devices, not to worry, in case, I don't know, maybe you're spending one day with your parents and maybe one day with your grandparents and then one day you are somewhere else. That's absolutely fine. That's not a problem, because you can just save that link and send it via email to yourself and then import it on the next computer. So that's the beauty of working on a cloud, okay? I repeat, the best way to experience this summer school is, first of all, come with an open mind and with lots of curiosity. There is no need to have any prior knowledge from your background, because we're going to start from scratch, okay? We're going to put together a lot of musical things, coding things, and through what we called gamification, so make everything into a game, we're going to learn very complicated things in a very easy way. And if you're thinking already, what's next? What can I do next? Well, the language that we're using, the block coding language, is transferable through all of the other block coding languages that exist, because they pretty much all are compatible, okay? If instead you want to go completely, really far, which is great, well, the language that we are using is actually, and behind the blocks, is called JavaScript. So you can probably follow up with a course on that if this is the route you want to do. But if instead you just wanted a soft introduction to this magic world of video game and music and technology and coding, this is probably the best recipe for you. Guys, don't forget, this is not just for kids, yeah? I think any adult, I use it on a daily basis. Any adult that wants a soft introduction to this world, you're more than welcome to join us. Teachers who want to implement this in their lessons, parents, hobbyists, or perhaps even, I don't know, artists, for example, that don't really know how to approach technology but would like a little bit of serenity and guidance. This is it. We're here for you guys. So thank you very much for your attention today. I hope you enjoyed it. We did a very, very quick code, but once again, we're going to have 5 days. Grab your ticket on Eventbrite. If you are from Cheshire East, Cornwall, or Havering, please don't forget, send us an email, info@conductivemusic.uk, so that we can give you your free ticket. All right? Have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands. We'll see you on online on July 27th. Once again, all you need is the Zoom app, the Chrome browser up to date. If you want to follow us on a laptop, it's perfect. Any platform will work. Or on a tablet, same deal. Please do install Chrome though, okay? Because it's free and it's the most reliable that we have experienced with so far. All right. If you have access to an external screen, please do set it up that way so you can keep Zoom on one side and use ours on another. Use your code on another screen. Otherwise, you can also use 2 different devices, perhaps a phone to stream the Zoom and a tablet. If you haven't used Zoom, well, it's a video chat system where we can communicate. You'll be able to ask questions by raising hands and we can unmute the mic and you can speak, guys, or you can also chat away. And for those of you concerned about safeguarding, we usually ask every child to keep the cameras off. If there are adults, teachers, perhaps they can keep it on if they like. We prefer everything off for now, just for the safeguarding of everybody. And that's it, job done. Guys, thank you so much. For any questions, please do not hesitate. We are available at info@conductivemusic.uk. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe and see you in a couple of weeks, guys. Have a lovely one. Wash your hands, wash your hands. See you soon, guys. Bye, bye, bye. Enjoy.
This is your introduction to our musical video game Summer School! We haven't been able to control the weather yet, so if this summer is a bit of a washout, why not join us at our musical video game Summer School? We promise to treat you to 5 interactive online sessions from the comfort of your home. So come with us and get ready for what should be a fantastic experience. Register before our places run out, and whether or not it's raining cats, dogs or crocodiles, we'll be here to make this a summer to remember.